Hey guys, how you doing? I'm LaRue Arts. Today I'm going to show you how we install the UM50 FirstNet device inside this vehicle right here. Pretty easy, so stay tuned. Hey guys, so inside the box we have an actual booster. We have, in this case, a CLA, which stands for cigarette lighter adapter. The ones that are doing for American Water, ones we're doing for there, will have actually a hard cable that goes in that directly powers. We have our inside antenna, or what we call a server antenna, right here. You'll notice that this is a blade style antenna. We have the donor antenna, which is a magnet mount antenna that will go on the top of the car, or in this case in the rear and the back of the car. This piece actually screws onto this, and these antennas are the older style antennas. They've been phased out. You'll see now a smaller antenna. It's about this tall. It's a stick. Didn't have any of those for this video, but I will revise it as soon as I can. Okay, so for the box, there's a couple of different places we can put it. I would recommend, and we recommend as a manufacturer, that it actually goes underneath the seat. So in other words, you would take this and you put it down here for now, and we'll put it up under there when we mount it. But in the meantime, I'm actually going to connect some antennas and power and stuff, so I'm going to keep it out until we're finished. This is the donor antenna. As I stated before, the donor antenna has got to be in the back of the vehicle. The metal in your roof actually creates a separation, if you will, to keep this antenna from conflicting with anything else, including the other antenna. So we'll just go ahead and put this up here, like so. Now the cable can actually be ran down through any kind of pathway that's already existent, maybe through this or however you can route it. Normally what happens is you route it inside like so and go toward the box. This is the cable from our donor antenna. We're actually going to run it down underneath the seats, and once we get it down here, we're going to connect it to the donor side of the box. So if you look at the box, you'll see one that says indoor on the box and the other one will say outdoor. So we're going to go ahead and connect this one to the outdoor like so, and then we're going to take our box back down here. All right, so I have my donor cable connected to the box. I'm now going to fish this wire actually down through here, back down to where I'm going to put it. And if you'll notice, this wire actually, you can route it underneath the different pieces of molding that's in your car. So you can get a very seamless look this way. So this is the donor antenna, or excuse me, the server antenna. Now the locations of the server antenna can be anywhere in this general vicinity. You can actually put it here, up here, pointing this way, or you can even actually put it up under the dash somewhere. In this case, just for the video purposes, I'm going to put it up here on the dash like so. One of the things you need to make sure is it's actually pointing backwards towards the driver. In this case, something like this. And then again, you would fish your wire down through here like so. And once you get into the molding, again, you can either go under the gasket like so, or you can actually fish it into the molding like that to where it actually hide it. Okay, so now we have our location for our server antenna. As you can see, it's pointing this way into the vehicle, so it's going to fill this space really nicely. This is the other end of that cable. I'm going to take this cable, and if you remember, we put the box on the back underneath this seat. I'm going to take this cable, put it underneath the seat, and then connect it to that box. All right, so here's my cable. I'm gonna go where it says indoor. It's clearly marked on the box. Now, one of the things you have to make sure is these connectors, they're kind of small, and they're kind of, what I'll say, if you don't get them on right or screw them on incorrectly, they could bend, they could twist, sometimes they could break. So just kind of take a little extra caution when putting those on there. Once they're on there, they're nice and tight. You don't have to worry about them. And then the only other thing we need to do is add our power. Okay, so in your case, this is not what you're going to have. This is a cigarette lighter adapter. We're actually hardwiring these. With the cigarette lighter, you would actually just plug it into an outlet, a cigarette lighter adapter, and plug this into the box to get power. I'll do that in a minute, but one of the things I wanted to say is make sure when you're connecting your 12 volts to get a designated power source. Don't piggyback off of something else. Go to the fuse box, find a switchable 12 volt source, and connect to that. Okay, so I have my power here. I'm just gonna plug it into where it says DC in. Now, when I do that, you're gonna notice there's gonna be some lights on the box itself. Now, this is exactly what we wanna see. Everything is green. There's no blinking red, there's no green, then red. Basically what this is saying is we have a good signal and we're ready to go. Okay, so we have all green lights. If there was any kind of trouble condition, we're gonna see it right here, which leads me to the reason why we need to mount it under here, simply because if there ever is a problem, we can actually look and see these lights. If we were to mount it in a place like under the dash or somewhere that wasn't visible, we wouldn't be able to see those lights. We would know if it was on, we wouldn't know what was going on with it. So there's a key reason why we need to keep it underneath the seat. Okay, so that's how you install. Pretty easy. If anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out, contact me, and we'll take it from there. But that's how you install this guy. So thank you very much, and I'll talk to y'all later.